Hi, how's everyone doing this evening? Tonight, right? It's nighttime already. Oh my gosh. Um, I've been wanting to come on live today, all day, but I've just been very busy, and I just really wanted to come and give you this message today. I've been talking a lot about the angels, talking with the angels, and connecting with the angels, and receiving the messages, and raising, raising your energetic um, frequency every time that you speak with the angels and that you call for their help. Um, and then by doing so, not only rising your energetic frequency, but everyone around you, right? So I've been talking a lot about this, but one of the things that came up for me that I needed to share with you is that watch the words that you're using, right? So when you are talking with anyone, even to yourself, specifically for yourself, watch the words that you're using. Don't um, don't use words that are low frequency. See, every single word has a frequency. Every word. So if you're using words like, and I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget anything. So if you use words like they talk about I need or I lack or I should or I could have or I must or small or I regret, all of those words have a really low frequency. And when you're using those words, then you're lowering your frequency. So you want to keep your frequency up high, right? So watch the words that you're using, change the way that you have to say things. So, for example, instead of saying I have to or I have to, you can say something like I get to. So, like, I have to get up early in the morning to go to work, or I get to get up early in the morning and beat the traffic, or I get to get up early in the morning to go to work so that I can have the money or what it provides for me, or I can get there and help the people that I help in my job. So I get to has a much higher frequency than saying I have to or I need to or stuff like that. So watch those words. That came up really clear for me to tell you guys. Somebody needed to hear this, and I just wanted to let you know about that. Um, my automatic writing workshop has been on fire. Everyone that has joined in and been in the group together, we have been getting really, really deep messages, connections. It's pretty amazing. You can still join. Remember this week, well, tomorrow is Friday. You can join tomorrow. It's at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time, and then it will be for the next 4 Saturdays of April, and that would be around 10:30 in the morning, and you can still join, and it's all for one price. So the purpose of this is for me to help you connect with your higher self and get those messages, not messengers, those messages, right? So get connected, get those messages, feel empowered, right? Feel that you have the power to receive the messages that you are asking those questions. You know, when you have a question about something and you ask like everyone that you know, and you never feel better because they all try to either make you feel better or not, and they give you answers that are not really true to yourself. And you want the true answer, and the true answer lies within you, it's inside of you. So automatic writing, it's a really great way of getting those answers that are coming from you, right? And what I'm doing is I'm teaching you guys. So everybody who is in the group is learning how to do it, is learning how to connect, is learning how to read the messages that you're reading. And hi, Crystal. Oh, I love you. Thanks for coming and watching. Anyway, it's really, really empowering to see those messages and to learn it. So I have been teaching this all week. I'm going to be teaching for the next 4 Saturdays in April, like I said, and it's all for the same price. And after that, I'm going to have it as a club once a month if you'd like to join. So this is really the time to get in it and learn from it so that you can really, really get a lot of a lot out of this, right? You can ask any questions, any doubts that you have, anything that that comes up for you, you can share. It's been pretty amazing. Like I'm really telling you, I just want everyone to be able to do this. If you haven't tried it, this is the thing for you. And the community that we have in this group is just so tight and so close and so connected. Hi, Andrea. Oh my gosh, I just had a what do you call that? Andrea, you know what that is? I just had a session with Andrea this afternoon, and it was amazing, like out of this world. Highly recommended. Andrea Donnelly. If you don't know her, you should. But yeah, so I just had one of those. One of the things that I did also today, which is why I was busy. Um, so yeah. Oh, by the way, Crystal did dragon healing on me the other day. Fire. That girl's on fire. If you are attracted to dragons or just like dragons for whatever reason, that's the girl for you, Crystal Rich, right there. Okay, you connect these people because they are amazing, amazing. I just keep up leveling and up leveling because of all the help that everybody in the community is giving me, and I am part of that. I want to give you what I have so that you can connect as well, right? So, my purpose here is to help you rise your frequency and be able to connect with yourself so that you can have your own medicine, right? We each single person here, every single person has their own gifts and their own unique way, their own unique gifts, their own unique medicine, and the world needs you. And so, by me helping you discover what that is, opening them up, or even making them more potent and able for you to just to be able to heal yourself, heal others around you, or if you choose to, even other people that are further away. Um, that's my purpose for me to let you see that door, that opportunity that you are able to do and to heal, so that the whole community rises. There was something else that I wanted to let you know, and now it's kind of like leaving my head, like I'm not sure what it was. But oh my goodness, I should have written it. I didn't. But there was something else, and when it comes back, I might just pop up later again and tell you what it was because it was important as well. But okay, so I covered about the words that you're choosing, right? Choose the right words when you're speaking about yourself and about your situation. Like, let's say this is, oh, I remember, I got it. Okay, so sorry, I interrupted my own self. Um, life. When life gives you or throws a curve to you, like something traumatic is happening, right? It's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And then a lot of people have this trauma of of change and what's happening. That's your awakening call. Yeah. And I was um I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about Dante's Inferno. Right, you guys know Dante's Inferno when he goes down through all of the layers of hell. So this is what came. When he's going down through every single layer all the way to inside the earth to all to all of those layers of hell, and then he was like, okay, I got to the bottom, that's it, there's no more place. And then his guy says to him, no, go further, you need to go further. And so he has to go even further to like the deepest of hell. And that's where the devil is, and he's like chained down there in the center. And then what happens? Then when he keeps going, he realizes he starts going back up, right? Because the earth is a sphere, so it's a circle, right? Like sphere, you go down, and then when you get to the center, if you keep going, you're going to start going up. So you start going through those circles. He starts going back through the circles of the inferno and hell, and every time he keeps on moving, now he's coming up. So this is what came for me when I was listening to that podcast about that, and it was about no matter what life is throwing at you, this is your change, right? This is your time to awaken and pay attention to like what's going on. And yeah, it's ugly, and yeah, it's scary, and it could be, not something that it's pleasant. But once you get to the bottom, you will rise. And you're going to start going up the other way and up the other way and up the other way and rising higher and higher and feeling lighter and lighter. And everything's going to be work out okay, the best that it will be for you, right? So that was the message that I wanted to tell you about rising and not being afraid to face the difficulties that we get thrown out at us, right? Like it is something that we need to look at so that we can work on it, and then from there we grow, right? Every time that something happens that is not what we're expecting, it's time for growing. So it is a time for you to look at the situation, at yourself. What have you been doing? What words have you been using and telling yourself, right, that have brought you to this situation? You want to change that. You want to start using words that are positive, uplifting, lighting, right? That are, love, right? That. It always comes back to love with me, right? Love and the angels. So just just believe and trust that there is a reason for this, and that no, you will never be the same after this trauma goes through, but you will rise on the other side. And when you do rise, it will be better, and you will be enlightened, so to speak. Like you will come out on the other side and see it, right? So unless you fail to see what the lesson was in there, then you will repeat it, right? Those are the cycles that we end up happening. Um, about like if we, if you like people who have, like, for example, like toxic relationships, and they're in them one after the other, like they change partners. It's always something happening, even if it's not their partner, maybe it's their job situation, and it's the same toxic relationship that they keep repeating. Look at that. Look at what's happening and figure out why is that. Why do you keep repeating? It's because you haven't learned the lesson, right? So you need to learn that lesson. You need to look at what's happening, look at how you're talking to yourself, look at the words that you're using to describe your life, and that's what's keeping it at a low vibration. If I say, for example, I this is the smallest office that I've ever had, and I'm all cramped and I have everything piled up here and there, one thing on top of the other, and I just don't have any room or any space, right? That all of those words that I just said have a low vibration. I'm like it's dragging me down. So change the way that you're saying the same thing, but change it to uplift you, right? Oh my goodness, I get my own office, and look how cute and perfect this place is. It has the colors that I like. I have my own little corner here. I have the perfect light. I can fit exactly what I need in it. I don't need anything else except for what I need. And do you see how that feels? It feels so much lighter, right? It feels good. And when you're talking about your present life with gratitude and with uplifting words without putting the words of it's small or it's ugly, or yeah, I don't like it, or it doesn't have the right lighting. If you're putting all of those words there all the time, you're going to bring it down. When you're using the opposite words, right, and using all those uplifting things, then you bring that to your life, and it starts to show up. It starts to show up in different things, and you don't know how it's going to show up, but it will, right? So the more that you talk positive, and the more that you talk in this high frequency, because the words have the frequency, right? So when you use positive words, then you are uplifting and rising your own energy, because those words have a higher frequency. um, Anyway, if you have any of those things, then and start using those words, start talking positively, start doing your affirmations in being thankful, grateful for what you have, for the gifts that you have, for the gifts around you, everything that you have. Just be thankful for it, and that will definitely raise your vibration and bring more blessings to you. Okay, I'm so glad I remember and I didn't have to come back later to do this, because I am a little bit tired actually. It's been a hard day. Not a hard day, a long day. It's been a long day, and I loved it because it was full of amazing experiences and amazing work that I got to do. And I just feel really, really uplifted. Um, All right. Does anyone have any questions? Anybody here? Anybody want to say anything? Let me check. I'm checking the computer now to see. Yeah. Crystal says you will also stop creating rock bottom scenarios as well when you learn the lessons. This is so good. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So you want to learn the lessons. You don't want to keep repeating it. I love that Dentist Inferno. I was such a nerd. Okay, so I hated Dentist Inferno because I didn't understand it, and I have dyslexia, which I did not know I did. I had. I actually just realized this a couple, like maybe last year. I like self-diagnosed myself. I'm like, oh, that's what that was or is. Um, so yeah, but now I like it, and now when I read, I can read it in Italian because I also speak Italian and read it. So it's it actually flows so much nicer, and the words it's just a much nicer read. If you want to read the Dante's Inferno in Italian, I highly recommend it. Much better than in English. Sorry, words. All words have different meanings, right? In all of these languages, they all don't all. Oh my goodness, something else just came in. So, in terms of language, right? I speak several languages, and a lot of times when I want to explain something or I want to say something, even though like English is what I use all the time and it's the language that I think of. Sometimes I just can't convey the exact feeling that I have in English because then my mind starts going back to Spanish because it just seems to me there's so many more adjectives in Spanish that have different meanings. And so you can describe something to the exact feeling that you have. And this happens with all different languages, right? So there's like different languages have different words that describe different things. And if you know several languages, then you know this and you understand how the power of the word, the spoken word, has a different feeling. And also because they have different frequencies, right? Each word has a different frequency. Um, so, energy, right? That is really your first language. Ah, you didn't know I was going there. Yes, so energy is your first language, and energy is a universal language. You don't need to speak any language like English or Spanish or Hebrew or whatever. Energy. That's your first language. That's your true language. That is the first language. That is everyone's language, right? So I was talking about the other day about how um, if you raise your energy level, you can raise those around you, and I can hear people like asking like, how do you do that? And so I gave the example of like somebody having like a fight or something, or some bad news that happened, and then you enter the room and they're talking about it, and as soon as you enter you feel like, whoa, what happened? And it doesn't matter how high you are feeling, you come in and it kind of like stops you and you have to like stop and realize what's going on. That's because that energy was communicating with you that there was something going on that was gloom, low energy, something happened that is not high frequency, and you need to start to investigate, right, before you go on. And so you can do the same thing with your high frequency. You can raise your energy and bring that around. So that is your first language. That's how you communicate, right? You're walking down the street, you see somebody coming down the opposite way, and you get a feeling like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go this way, and you turn the corner. Energy, right? You are feeling and reading the energy of that person. And we are so much better at reading the negative energy of other people because a lot of times that's where we reside, right? We reside there and we feel that. And it just like it's so common because we are bombarded from everywhere, right? The news, even the movies. Like, who wants to watch a movie that has like scary stuff? Not me. I used to. It was still scary. I'm the one of people who like watches the movies like this, the scary movies. But now I just don't watch them at all. And I just watch the chick flicks, my husband calls them, the happy things, the Christmas stuff, the Hallmark channel that has, nothing like sad. That's what I watch. When I get to watch, I don't get to watch very much. Anyway, but anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. I just wanted to come here and say hi and tell you about that. I'm going to drop the link. If you still haven't seen or tried the automatic writing class, I highly encourage you for you to do it because it is such a bargain. It's like I'm not even kidding. And so you'll have a meeting with me tomorrow and Saturday, and for the next 4 Saturdays in April for that, and it's all for the same price because the purpose of this is to get as many people um, as want to do this in the group so that you can learn it, so that you can do this by yourself, so that I can empower you. Okay, it's all in the power, people. Okay, so it doesn't look like there are any other questions. I don't think. I don't know. I always have issues with reading this and figuring things out. Okay. Andrea says I love the Hallmark Channel. Yes. So I don't have, what do you call that? Cable. I don't have cable because I watch so little TV, and I used to have Netflix, and then my TV is kind of old, so it doesn't connect. The Netflix was not connecting to my old TV, so I couldn't watch it. And so then I was like, okay, get rid of that. And so then I also have Amazon Prime, and now that doesn't work either. So yeah, I don't really have TV, and I don't really have time to watch TV, so it doesn't matter. All right, loves, I'm going to wish you a very, very, very good night. I'm going to drop the link for automatic writing. I hope you grab it. And also, don't forget my energetic healing live that's going to be on Tuesday. I can't wait to see you. Bye, everybody.